we are then shooting at the side. Okay, so it. Yeah, 1 second, hold. Okay. क्या करना प्रभु बताइए। कहाँ बात हो रही है? बात अभी नहीं होगी, एक साथ होगी। कर रहे हैं वो नहीं है। माइक ऑफ है। माइक ऑफ है। बाकी सब लोग बैठा है। माइक नहीं आ रहा। The team can sit down. सर आप लोग भी सर प्लीज बैठ जाएं। आप लोग सर बैठ जाएं। एक सेकंड माइक मुझे दे दोगे, मैं सबके आगे रख देता हूं। सर हाउ मेनी चेंज इन तेलुगु फिल्म इंडस्ट्री? चेंजेस अभी व्हाई सर हिंदी बोलना ना। लास्ट 10 इयर्स मेनी चेंजेस इन तेलुगु फिल्म इंडस्ट्री। बाबू थोड़ा नीचे करो। सर पहले अपनी फिल्म के बारे में बताइए। पहले बता दीजिए सर ये आईडी फिल्म के बारे में। ओके वी हैव बीन working on this project regular for the last 4.5 years. Of course, the project itself is 2.5 years because of the pandemic. It went for 4.5 years, and we have taken the story of two legendary freedom fighters, Allur Sitaramraju played by Charan and Team played by NTR. But it's a fictional story, not a historical. It's not a biopic. It's a fictional story woven around these two legendary fighters. In the story there is patriotism, there is freedom struggle, but that is not the film is about. The film is about this friendship between these two superheroes played by two superstars. So in short, RRR is a tale of great friendship between two great personalities. Sir, Charan and Karan, you both share a fantastic off and bond off screen. What are the one things that you find between each other that inspire and motivate you? Okay, like Charan is like a very calm guy. He can hide all his emotions inside, all his struggles inside, and he can come out as a cool person ready to do the job for you. That is the character of Ram in the film RRR. He has a lot of pain inside him, but he still he still goes forward and does his job with a very plain face without showing any of his emotion. So that is the reason why I chose Ram for that character. Same way Bhim is like very innocent. He can't hide any of his emotions. He is very outward, very innocent, very strong but very innocent. That is the reason why I chose Bhim NTR for Bhim. How did you defend Okay, we have been to many places, South India, many places of North India, East, West and everything, and this is the final destination. Which other city than holy city of Varanasi, the most ancient city, bound with so many historical stories, bound with so many spiritual stories. We thought this would be a fantastic culmination for the huge promotional tour of RRR. Sir, अरे सर अटेल बॉक्स में कुछ सेंटर लग रहे हैं, कुछ सेंटर लग रहे हैं। Yes, I'll tell you, there is a big relation between Varanasi. My family is a very religious family. My father and mother used to come to Kashi every Shivratri for a long period of time. But my story is not with Varanasi. My story is with Ganga Maji. I'll tell you the story towards the last. Let's finish with the heroes first before we go into the story.
Sir, myself is Sushant from News Nation. I want to. This is totally historical drama is the film on freedom fighter and Hyderabad Nizam also. This is particular film
about Bhim.
See about जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ सर, आपको मालूम है कि Bhim was नया तरकीब जो इन्होंने लाया है वो है पूरा कि ये बायोपिक नहीं है, इट्स अ वेरी फिक्शनल टेल अबाउट कोमरम भीम एंड अभिषेक सिकंदर। अगर ये दो मिले तो क्या होगा, अगर ये दोनों के बीच में कुछ एक्सचेंज हुआ और उसके बाद व्हाट इफ दे बिकेम देयर, इवेंचुअली दे वेंट इनटू देयर रेवोल्यूशंस, क्या क्या हुआ होगा। सो दिस इज व्हाट ही हैज ट्राइड टू ब्रिंग अबाउट टू दिस फिल्म एंड प्लेइंग कोमरम भीम was a ब्यूटीफुल एक्सपीरियंस, क्योंकि कोमरम भीम के बारे में ज़्यादा रेफरेंसेस नहीं, ज़्यादा मूवीज भी नहीं बनी हुई है, तो ये रेफरेंस के लिए मुझे थोड़ा सा आई वॉज अ लिटिल confused, how is he going to bring it to me? But लेकिन he was very clear that he said तुम जो references है उनके बारे में मत सोचो, जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ उनको सुनो. And it was very easy for me to get the role done because I was having the support of the master storyteller, SS Raja.
Sir, what is the difference between other directors and Rajamouli sir?
Sir, I don't think I wish I can put it in words. Because I haven't worked with other directors, I've worked with very few directors in my career. But if you really want me to say what is the difference where Rajamouli is one of the best directors of India, is because he brings about जो जब ये बच्चे थे, the stories he heard, चाहे वो अमर चित्र कथा हो या चाहे वो भगवद गीता में जो इन्होंने एक स्टोरी सुना है, या maybe it could be from another epic book. He keeps all that in mind and he wants to tell his own stories to the world, which is a fantastic quality. क्योंकि जो generations आ रहे हैं उनको भी हमारे जो ऐतिहासिक स्टोरीज हैं हमारे जनरेशंस को भी पता चलना चाहिए. जैसे हमको मालूम है, हमारे बुजुर्ग हमको बोला है, और राजमौली सर के मूवीज से the next generation will also get to know about our wonderful stories.
सर कितनी तैयारी करनी पड़ी आपको, सुपर हीरोज की कहानी है तो आप लोग दोनों सुपर हीरोज बन रहे हैं, तो कितनी तैयारी की इस फिल्म के लिए आप लोगों ने, कितना मेंटली मेकअप किया उसके लिए कि उस अपने कैरेक्टर को ढालने के लिए?
सर इसके लिए तो दोनों का एक ही आंसर है. आई विश चरण आंसर
जैसा ये माइक
जैसा तारक ने बोला पहले, इट्स अ फिक्शनल स्टोरी. सिर्फ वो both the characters are most celebrated freedom fighters of the south, especially from Andhra Pradesh and Telangana region. उनके बारे में it's a very बहुत सारे मूवीज बना है पहले अनुरी सीतारामन के बारे में, but this is the first time राजमौली सर के व्यू पॉइंट पर्सपेक्टिव से बन रहे ये मूवी, and it's an honorable film for all of us to be part of. It's a great responsibility because सबको पता है इनका struggle during the freedom fight. But the best part about this is because it's his take, इनका story, it's his own version of the two characters. So it was very easy. We had to just follow his footsteps, his commands, and all the workshops. जितना भी workshops किया हमने history books से पढ़ के नहीं किया, इनके story के बारे में पता करके समझ के किया.
Sir, my question is to
just a lot.
Sir, my question is to Rajamouli sir. Sir, Alia Bhatt debuted first time in Telugu film industry. How is set?
And Ajay Devgan also.
I mean, for me, I don't want to. First of all, I don't want to see this as a Telugu film or a South Indian film because the emotions are universal. Just like how I made Bahubali, when I made Bahubali, how the emotions connected to everyone. The same way the emotions of RRR are going to connect to everyone. So I don't want to brand it as a Telugu movie or a Hindi movie or a Tamil movie. It's an Indian movie. So in the Indian movie, it would be nice to have all the Indian actors. But regarding the how the based on the requirement of the roles, we had Alia Bhatt and Ajay sir. So it was there are very professional actors. They understood what they have to do, and being having so much of experience, Ajay sir having so much of experience, it was very easy for him to get into the skin of the character that we have etched for him. And likewise, Seda is a very soft character but very strong inside character. She did a fantastic job. Great to have them on the board.
Sir, कितने languages? कितने languages?
Varanasi is a religious place as well as also the basic point of the independence
independence fighter, and your picture is also based on freedom fighter. Then how can you relate or on with Varanasi?
Varanasi. Okay. See, when we went through the freedom struggle for a period of 90 years, from 1857 to 1947, we were different people speaking different languages from different places. But the want to be free, to be a liberal person, it is the same for whether the person living in Varanasi or Mumbai or Kanyakumari or Kashmir. It is the same, right? The want of being free, to have to live your own life, to be a liberated person, it is the same. So in that way, it is connected to every Indian across the country.
कितने लैंग्वेजेस में और किन किन कंट्रीज में ये फिल्म पब्लिश होगी?
It is releasing in so many countries, sir, across the world. I stopped counting how many countries it's
Languages
releasing.
अगर बात-
Wherever there are Indians, everywhere it is releasing.
अभी नहीं ये बोल रहे हैं
बोलने दीजिए सर। लैंग्वेजेस सर लैंग्वेज
five languages is releasing, and about 25-30 languages subtitles.
सर एक सवाल ये है कि सभी फिल्मकारों से और एक्ट्रेस से होता है कि ये फिल्म देखने जाए क्यों, आखिर दर्शक ये फिल्म देखने क्यों जाए? आपकी क्या रीजन है कि ये फिल्म देखने, ये फिल्म खींचेगा दर्शकों को थिएटर तक या अलग अलग प्लेटफॉर्म तक क्यों खींचेगा? वजह क्या है, क्यों आखिर जाए? आपकी तरफ से कुछ अपील?
Sir, I believe as film audience, we never tell them why you should come and watch the movie, because they are very clever, very smart. They put their hard-earned money on the ticket to come and watch the movie. By now they are very experienced. They themselves subconsciously know which film to go, which film not to go. They have already made up a decision. And for few people who don't make the decision, they wait, they read the reviews, only then they go to the movie. For me, I am a filmmaker who gives all kinds of rasas, navarasas. Right, in the storytelling there are navarasas where you have where we take the audience through journey of every emotion, one emotion after another. So in a simple words, I could say it's like a full thali, where you have everything from the starters to the dessert. So that's the kind of films that I make. That's the kind of film Bahubali is. That's the same kind of film RRR.
सर काम का 100% देते हैं।
जैसा कि आपने कहा कि ये इंडियन मूवी है, ना कि टॉलीवुड बॉलीवुड, बट आलिया मैम की ये फर्स्ट टॉलीवुड मूवी है अगर देखा जाए तो सर कैसा रहा एक्सपीरियंस आप लोग का फर्स्ट टाइम? सर NTR सर आपसे भी और राम सर
No, sir, I can say
कैसा एक्सपीरियंस?
No, this is not a Tollywood film. This is an Indian film.
I know sir,
Yeah.
बट फिर भी अपना एक्सपीरियंस जो मोमेंट
We'll
था,
keep
सेट
it.
का
No,
मोमेंट।
sir, फिर भी हम साउथ फिल्म बना रहे हैं, so no, we are an Indian film. So let's
सर राजेश सर एक मिनट सर।
It is also as famous as the Bahubali, same as it is. This film also as
the film will hopefully become as famous as Bahubali once it releases. I can't say whether it is famous now or not.
Sir.
The famous only the audience will decide how famous or how big the film can be.
सर आप फिल्म का
opinion, sir. What about
सर माय क्वेश्चन इज दैट कि जैसे बाहुबली का आपने दूसरा पार्ट निकाला, क्या RRR का भी दूसरा पार्ट आएगा?
नहीं सर, Bahubali is a film which need to be told in 2 parts.
Yeah.
RRR is a film which has to be told in 1 part.
Okay.
So एक ही part आएगा.
सर दिस टाइम
सर आप अपनी फिल्मों का 100% देते हैं अपनी फिल्मों में।
Already told. Already told.
So before the light goes, should we do a still pictures हैं?
Okay.
Otherwise the light goes.
बताइए.
इनके साथ कितना एंजॉय किया पिक्चर? आप दोनों एक सुपरस्टार हैं वहाँ के, और किस तरह से आप दोनों एक साथ पहली बार आ रहे हैं, तो कितना एंजॉय किया फिल्म का आप लोगों ने? कोई ऐसा मोमेंट बताइए
सर। एंजॉय नहीं सर, ऐसा बोलूं सर? सर राजवाड़ी सर के साथ शूट करना बहुत एक इंस्टीट्यूट में एक कोर्स करने की तरह है सर। तो हम दोनों को वी हैड दिस ब्यूटीफुल एक्सपीरियंस, हमारी दोस्ती और ब्लॉसम हुई ये फिल्म की वजह से, और थैंक्स टू राजवाड़ी सर, वी हैड अ ग्रेट टाइम।
सर दिस सर
क्वेश्चन आपसे था कि ये दोनों लोग काफी महंगे एक्टर हैं, फिर आपने दोनों को लिया, क्या सोच करके और कैसे प्रयास किया आपने?
Well, sir, Okay, well, I have to tell the truth. I have been telling from the beginning that both actors have troubled me a lot. They have constantly playing pranks on the set. They disturb the set. I have been telling that, but अब वाराणसी में हम सच बोलना चाहिए. So actually, the amount of pranks they were doing, the kind of fun they were bringing onto the set, that is what is energy for the whole. You know, because this is such a
Corridor gate from Ghat, Ganga Ghat. The gate.
Okay, silence.
बैठल का हुआ पल भ्रष्टाचार बन गया।
लास्ट क्वेश्चन
So I am telling the truth in Varanasi that whatever pranks that they have done, whatever fun they had on the set, it was like an energy for our entire unit. I thank both of them for being so playful, for being so much fun on the sets, for the whole period of the film.
I thank Varanasi for making him say this today.
Okay, regarding Ganga Maji, I have to tell this story. छोटी सी कहानी है, छोटी नहीं, थोड़ा लंबा, थोड़ा सुनिए. So when I was 15-16 years old, maybe 17, my family is a very religious family. They do a lot of pujas and religious rituals. My father one day called me. He gave me 600 or 700 rupees and said, go to Allahabad and where the Ganga meets Yamuna, the Triveni Sangama, and get holy water of Ganga. Get 50 barrels of Ganga water from Allahabad to Chennai. We were living in Chennai then. At that point of time, I had never been north of Visakhapatnam. Forget anywhere in north of India. But my father said I took the money and took the ticket and got on the train, second class compartment. I think it was a 36 hour or 40 hour journey. I didn't know how to do it, but I just got on the train. As we were traveling, there was a gentleman sitting there, and I remember he was telling the people about how Pandit Nehruji's socialistic approach was not right for the country. Something he was telling. After some time, he noticed me and he asked me, "Who are you? What are you doing? Where are you going?" So I said, "I'm going to Allahabad to bring Ganga Jal, 50 barrels of Ganga Jal." So I said, "Kyun?" I said, "My family is a religious family. My brother is doing some kind of religious ritual. My father told me, so I'm going." हाँ बेटा, तू गंगा माँ जी को लेने के लिए जा रहे हो? Yes. I said, "Yes, sir." Okay, fine. How do you plan to get it? I said, "I don't know." "Do you know anyone in Allahabad?" I said, "I don't know." "So how are you going to get it?" I said, "I don't know." My father said, "I'm going." So he took a pen and paper. He wrote a letter to his son who lives in Allahabad. He said, "Go there, give this letter to my son." So I took the letter, went to Allahabad, went to his son's house. He read the letter and said, "Okay, my father says I need to help you. What help you need?" I said, "I need to take Ganga water to Chennai." So I said, "Why?" I told again the whole story. He said, "Okay." And he made some phone calls. Some blue blast industry who gave me the barrels. I took the barrels. Everywhere they're asking me, "What are you going to do with it?" I was telling the same story, and everywhere the same sentence is, "Avai tu Ganga Maji ko lene ke liye aaya ho." And yes sir, that was my standard question. So I went there. I took the barrels in the early morning, 5 o'clock. We went to the Ganga, the ghats of Ganga, Triveni Sangama, and they're about to take the water from the Ganga water. I said, "No, I have to go to the center of the river." Because my father said you have to take the water from the confluence, from the Sangam. Okay, they put me on a boat, we went there, we took the water, we came back, and then we went to the train station and the railway porters came and said, "What is this?" Same story again, Ganga Maji ko lene ke liye aaya. So at the time I had just finished all my money. 500, 600 rupees was gone. I just had 20 rupees, I think. The porter said, okay, you need that money to go back, eat something. You get in, we will put the goods back. So they put it, I came back, and finally we did it. I brought the water to Gangajal to my home. But the point is, I never knew anyone. I don't know who the gentleman was. The son in Allahabad gave me food, gave me shelter. The broadcast industry man gave me this thing. The auto man helped with the barrel. The railway porters helped me put the water into the train. What I realized subconsciously, at that time I didn't realize, but what I realize now is that if you are sincere in your effort, if you are relentless in your pursuit, in this country, in this beautiful country, you will find people who will help you. Who will help you take the Ganga water from Prayag to Chennai. They will help you. So this is the country that I am very proud of. I want to say, yes, we are from Hyderabad, we are Telugu people who work, but foremostly we are Indian people who make Indian movies for Indians across the world. That is what is RRR.
सर एक अंतिम
Sa